Alrighty then, everybody.
Can you just make 2 6-minute parts?
No, yes. Yeah, I guess so. Alrighty then, everybody. Sorry. No, because the end will still be cut off. It's stupid. Alrighty then, everybody. So
Well, what? Do you want us to just recreate everything we said in the last 4 minutes or so?
Oh no, there was a
it's
lot of
fine.
dross in the last 4 minutes.
It's fine. So we forgot to check the timer, and so we went way over time.
So you've
last
just
video.
watched something that's been cut in one way or another.
Yeah, and we're not sure when it will have been cut. So we're either bad
So it's a bit like
mouthing-
watching a Houston movie.
We're either bad mouthing stupid things or saying that good things happened. So we don't know what's going on, but I think
But
we should
whatever
push
we're
right
saying,
on to
I
a
agree
new
with that.
segment and purify this tainted spring.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, bonza.
Alrighty then.
What segment are we going to do, bro?
I'd like to do what a word means.
Please,
Okay.
let's have the jingle.
Alright. What a word means, what a word is, what it does when somebody says it to you. Something like that, isn't it?
It is like.
And I'm thanking you for saying that word.
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
thanking you for saying that word.
Okay, so this is the refresh my memory, Joseph.
Alright.
This is where one of us finds a word and says it, and you tell us what that word means.
Yes, now that we have 3 people.
Last month's word was haciety.
Yeah.
Hey,
Which means, just for people who don't know, easy
Me.
to ride or easy to mount as a sexual term.
Right. Yeah.
I was thinking when I was watching this episode, episode 3 that I wasn't in,
Yeah.
that you and me, Tom, have actually played this game before,
I know.
and it reminded me of your definition of in cahoots.
That's not my definition of in cahoots. That definition was made up by my good friend Sarah Ryan, whom I have porked. Anyway,
That's good.
It's good.
so the what a word means.
Yeah, what a word means. Alrighty then. So, Tom, I want you to come up with a word that Danny and I don't know.
And you're both going to come
And
up
we're
with
both going to
definitions
come up with a
for
word, and then you've got to judge whose is better.
it. Okay. And it has to be an actual word, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Your word.
That can be a word we know. Oh, okay.
No, it can't be a word you know.
Okay.
Your word is panopticon.
Panopticon. Alright, can you give us just a minute to prepare?
No, I can't give you a minute.
Half a minute.
No.
No.
20 seconds.
You can have the time it's taken to negotiate this 10 seconds.
Alright.
Done.
What's
You've
the
had
word?
it.
What's the word?
Panopticon.
Panopticon. Alright.
I almost know what this means. Hey.
Okay, go ahead, Dan.
That wasn't an invitation to go first.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, well I'm gonna take a part of that word, that is optics. So I'm gonna assume that it has something to do with that.
Right. You're not
and
going with the little goat with a flute angle then?
No,
Right.
I'm gonna take the part of it that's optics, and I'm going to, because it also incorporates the term pan,
Mm.
which its usage I usually find in audio terms,
Mm.
like
Oh.
for instance panning around something or a sound.
You do realise that if you make this entertaining, it's better, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Just checking.
Yeah.
I want to apologise for my crass remarks about Sarah Ryan. She's one of my dearest friends.
You just talked to her.
Well, I did. It's the truth.
Okay, that's fine. You know, you could say we had a night together, or we made love.
No, we went out.
That's all right, and you poked her.
Well, that's usual when going out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. So I believe that optics, that's looking at something, and pan, that's around you. So I'm going to call a hall of mirrors, right? Like in the end of Enter the Dragon or at a fun amusement park.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that a hall of mirrors is a panopticon.
You're not far from the
You
truth.
call it a panopticon.
Alright then. I like it in the end of that movie how the guy gets impaled by the sword that's going through the mirror.
No, Bruce Lee punches him through a mirror.
And he gets
Same thing.
impaled. on the
What's
horn.
important is that there are mirrors and
All
a
right.
death.
Okay.
I'm
then.
so tired of you doing these puzzles over and over again. Stop being stuck.
I'm stuck.
Do you want me to tell you where to go?
Later.
Okay. All right. So panopticon, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, are you familiar with the Panama Canal?
Yes.
All right. Now, where is that, Tom?
Well, it's between America and Mexico,
Yes, it is.
and it's a palindrome. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama.
All right. Brilliant. Okay. So now, you might be familiar with that, and you might also be familiar with the fact that people look at it. Now,
Yep.
People look at the Panama Canal.
yes.
Yep.
They have been known to do that. Now, I want to tell you something, right?
Please.
It is actually much more complicated than you think.
Really?
All right. Now there is a certain phenomena,
Phenomena.
which surrounds
Don't get fresh with
people.
me.
People looking at the Panama Canal. Now
Yep.
the Panama Canal contains a very high level of magnetic salts in it.
Really?
Yes.
Magnetic salts?
Magnetic salts. Now,
Didn't know
I-
such a thing existed.
Now, wouldn't that
Also-
mean ships would stick to it?
no, I'll get to that later. But what I also need to tell you about this is that the human body, I've learned about this in chemistry. Now calcium.
Biology?
Yeah, no chemistry.
Okay.
No biology.
No chemistry.
It's the human body, it's biology.
No,
Shut up.
Danny. Calcium that makes up our bones,
Yes.
right, is in fact a metal. Okay.
Okay.
Now it's not a magnetic metal, but it is a metal.
Okay.
Now,
This ties into atoms.
yes, it does. It's
Where
'cause
does
of-
calcium lie on the periodic table?
in it. Now,
Correct.
I
Quite high up, actually.
I need to tell you
It's in the
something.
top 10.
Now, when
It's been
near the
beaten by
Panama Canal,
Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
shut up. Okay, now, as I was telling you, calcium isn't a magnetic metal,
Hydrogen is the highest grossing film of all time.
but when it is
What's
paired,
its symbol? E.T.
when it is paired with the very strong magnetic salts in the Panama Canal, it reacts strangely with the calcium
Strangely.
in somebody's body, right? And it affects them in very bizarre ways. Now, some of these
Most I'm bored.
What?
I'm
are
really bored.
nervular, you know, like Parkinson's disease.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
makes
Why
yeah.
them
don't you
twitchy.
stop him and tell him to
And
make it
things like
entertaining?
Because
that.
this is entertaining.
Okay.
And it makes them twitchy and nervous and things like that.
Yeah.
Now,
Panopticon.
Panopticon is the disease that you contract when too near the Panama Canal and the calcium in your body starts making you twitch.
That's fascinating. I think we should change the definition of panopticon from a Victorian conception of a round prison in which each cell has a bars on the front and back so that anybody situated in the direct middle can watch every prisoner at all times, giving a complete lack of privacy and having to become just any kind of surveillance-oriented society on a figurative level. I think that shouldn't be the definition of panopticon anymore. I think it should be that thing that you just talked about.
Brilliant. So can you
House
just
could
give
do
me
an episode of it.
a quick recap of what it was I was talking about today?
Yeah, you were talking about a disease where there are too many salts in the Panama Canal and they fuck with your bones.
Correct.
What's
Yeah.
that got to do with optics?
It doesn't.
Doesn't
Does this disease affect your eyes?
Alrighty then. So we're going to end this segment and be right back with maybe another one.
Great.
Just
I'll
knock it
make
out.
Yep.
Maybe that.